Figure it out. These are 3 words that my dad would say to me all the time. And they meant one thing. Papa, I need help, figure it out. Papa, I'm hurt, figure it out. Papa, I'm dying. Figure it out. Now, whenever anything like this would happen, my dad would always tell me one thing. To figure it out. But one day, the tables were turned. My dad was telling me that we're going on vacation, and he was just like, I can't figure this out. Now, at this point of the trip, we're already in Istanbul. So we decide to just start driving. And I tell my dad that we have 3 stops and we're gonna have 3 days to visit those 3 cities. We may as well just go for it. So we leave for Chile and we end up seeing this place called, I think it was called Alibaba, and that was like the name of that area. We go, we drink tea and we have, I think we had kebabs and we had wings and we had food there. The food was great. It was way more than we ever thought they were gonna give us. It was like, they gave us like 2 kilos of like wings and kebabs. Like, what? So we start driving and the first stop that we go to, the town is called Chile.
Hey guys, what's up?
Keep in mind, we didn't even research Chile when we went. We just thought, what's the closest place that we can go to from Istanbul that's about an hour drive away? And the coolest part is that when you go to Chile, it's a completely different vibe. It's as if you've left the city and you've gone to this very coastal, very blue open water, and me and my brothers ended up doing the craziest thing.
Wait, we're not going up there.
So you see this rock right here? Me and my brothers climbed it. On camera, it doesn't look like too much, but I'm telling you, it was 60 feet up in the air. There was no path going up there. It was like a free solo type climb. We were just going up, and I was scared because I was with my 2 little brothers. We are on top of a mountain, bro. Next morning, we wake up in Istanbul, and my dad's asking, like, are we going? Are we not going? And I'm like, we're going. We're going to Agve. Agve was completely different. Chile was a town made on the shore. Agve, the best way to describe it is like a national park. In Agve, there was also like a town area as well, which kind of reminded me of Chile. And it was like a dock, kind of, where there were fishing boats and there was a park in the middle. And we ended up going on these really cool bikes that were like, I don't know how to explain it, like go-karts, but you had to pedal them. And that was really fun. There was like a whole park. They gave us the bikes for 2 hours. We played with some dogs there, and that was really fun. And you know, as we're going along, we're kind of getting worried, like, where are we gonna sleep for the night? And we end up going to a hotel, and they're super expensive, but also they were like in a horribly located place. Like, there was no river next to us, there was no water, there was nothing. And you know, it's getting darker and darker, and we're getting more worried. We ended up going to this really, really nice hotel called something 729. I'll link it somewhere here or whatever the name if I remember it later. Chet, you have to take this like gondola thing across the lake so that you can get to the hotel, bro. This is insane. I'm on the lake right now. This is pretty insane. We wake up the next day and we go back to that same town where, you know, where the park was and where the dock is, and we just spent some time actually trying to fish. We had a stick and we made a fishing rod, and we ended up getting a few bites but no catches. But, you know, as we're going, we're just figuring out what in the world we're doing and how we're going about it. So at around maybe 3 p.m. we start heading back. Now at this point of the trip, everyone's been nice so far. Everyone's been okay with everything that's happening because it's been happening well. It's been happening awesome. But at this point of the trip, things get tested. The next stop on our trip is called Princess Islands. So you get on a ferry from Istanbul, like it's a little bit of a drive, and you go 2 hours out to this place called, well, they're called the Princess Islands, but you pick an island that you're gonna stay at. And we had researched a bit before, like where to go. And we ended up going to the island that is known for, you know, grabbing a bicycle and just biking around the whole island. Keep in mind, this may have been a crazy mistake. I think today is probably the worst day. Oh my gosh. We've been biking for like 3 hours, and on the uphills, my thighs and my calves can't take it. Oh my days. I don't know how long it's been. Oh, this is terrible. How are we supposed to bike this? So we get off our bikes and we start walking with our bikes up the hill. And keep in mind, you can't just leave the bikes anywhere you want. Don't get me wrong, it was a really nice trail, but there were buses going all the time, and it was really, really hot, and we did not expect the bike ride to be this messed up. At this point, I think like it's over. My dad's gonna get mad, like we're stuck here now. Why did we do this? And all of us are starting to get heated, both physically and like emotionally, and we're all kind of starting to get mad at each other. And at the top of the peak, the top of the mountain, at the top of the peak, I'm looking down, I can finally see it. The rest of this bike ride for the next hour, it was the prettiest, the best part of this entire trip. The sun was not setting, but it was like golden hour. And we're biking down, and we can just see the town, the people, the place that we're at, and it's just unbelievable. It made every moment of that biking uphill worth it. And all of us are like, now we're smiling because, well, when you're biking downhill, it's like you're going really fast and the wind's in your hair. And I'm probably over-exaggerating it, but it really felt like, it felt euphoric. Like that's the best way to describe it. It felt awesome. The point of this video is not to tell you to not plan wherever you go or whatever you do. The point of this video is that sometimes figuring it out as you go can sometimes be more fun than having a resume and planning the whole trip and then going out and following a checkbook. And sometimes just figuring it out can be the best thing that ever happens to you. And after that, I went to my dad and I asked him, like, Dad, I'm planning this YouTube video. Like, what do you think? And he said 3 words. Figure it out.